A driver that led police on a high-speed pursuit is on the lam. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Scottsbluff Police Department is seeking the public's help in identifying the driver in a high-speed pursuit from Monday morning. The vehicle crashed into a cornfield after the driver sped through residential streets and escaped on foot. Other officers searching for the suspect did contact a male north of the area where the vehicle was recovered. That man was covered in mud and admitted that he had been an occupant of the vehicle, and due to a lack of evidence, he was released without charges. This investigation is ongoing, and anybody with information is asked to contact Crime Stoppers at 632-STOP. Well, the Broadwater man is dead and a family member in custody after a shooting last night in Broadwater. Around 6:30 p.m., NSP troopers were requested to assist at the scene of a family dispute, which resulted in the shooting death of 57-year-old Rodney Bennett. The Morrill County Sheriff's Office had arrested 29-year-old Joseph Bennett before troopers arrived. The Nebraska State Patrol was requested to be the lead agency once it was learned that the victim had died due to his injuries. Investigators were assisted by the Sidney Police Department and members of the Wing Drug Task Force. An autopsy is planned as the investigation continues. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Gearing Fire Chief Nathan Flowers says containment of the Carter Canyon fire is 100%, but is still not completely out. He says interior pockets will continue to burn until the fire consumes all fuels or the area receives extended periods of rain. Fire crews continue to monitor and patrol the perimeter, and ranchers and landowners are continuing to evaluate hot spots. The southern area is still concerning due to that rugged terrain. The fire consumed 15,630 total acres, and due to drought-stricken fuels and heavy winds, the fire grew to over 13,000 acres within the first 6 hours. The fire destroyed 11 outbuildings and 2 primary residences, but 8 homes were successfully protected by firefighters. And fire officials have determined the official cause of a Thursday night fire that burned more than 150 acres on the west edge of Scottsbluff. Scottsbluff Rural Fire's Carissa Shank tells KNEB News that embers from a fire pit at the home in the 1200 block of Paradise Haven sparked the grass fire that burned 170 acres and multiple outbuildings. With the extreme dry conditions, Shank reminds people if they are using a fire pit, remove all vegetation around it, keep a water source close by, and make sure the fire is completely extinguished when you are done. This fire was also investigated by the Nebraska State Fire Marshal's Office. And following receipt of a letter from the Speaker of the Legislature, Governor Pete Ricketts has announced he will not be calling a special session for lawmakers to consider further restrictions on abortion in Nebraska. Ricketts addressed the issue during his monthly call-in show, saying 30 senators supported a specific change, but that's not enough to overcome a filibuster.
It's disappointing and sad to see that we've got, even though, again, supermajority of senators are willing to come back to Lincoln, not enough to be able to get things done. What we talked about was a proposed change the Speaker talked to his members about was to prohibit abortions starting at 12 weeks And that's a measured, reasonable step to protect more babies. And right now, babies in Nebraska can be boarded up to 20 weeks.
Senators Tom Brewer of Gordon and Steve Erdman of Bayard were on the list of 30 senators in favor of setting the prohibition against abortions at 12 weeks. Well, still to come, Shabella Guzman and a check-in on Ag News. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, it is going to be quiet across the area this evening with clear skies. Temps fall down into the 70s and eventually the 60s overnight before we warm right back up again tomorrow. Hot temps are going to continue. It'll be near 100 all of the week long, into the weekend even, and rain chances will remain small, but it does look cooler and maybe wetter next week. 96 for your high yesterday after a morning low of 59. Right back into that vicinity again today. Nothing in the rain gauge as we're near 4 inches now below normal for the year. Right now, temps in the 80s, low to mid 90s out there in many locations in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, though. 96, the warmest reading in Scottsbluff. There's a 98 up in Chadron. Winds are calmer, about 5 to 15, gusting at times over 16 to 17 miles an hour, but generally speaking, winds are pretty quiet, and it is, speaking of quiet, going to be very quiet in the terms of severe weather threats for the next 3 days. In fact, thunderstorm chances pretty minuscule as we go into today, tomorrow, and even into the first half of the weekend. Not much happening out there. It is clear and quiet across the area tonight. As you can see, nothing going on in Futurecast. Lows overnight going to dip down only into the 60s, maybe an area or two getting into the upper 50s. For tomorrow, we start the day with sunshine, just a few high-level clouds in a few locations. That's it. It is going to be pretty clear. Late afternoon, a few clouds pop up. Not going to be anything really to produce any moisture as we remain quiet here as we go into late Wednesday night and early Thursday morning. And another scorcher tomorrow with temps upper 90s to near 100 degrees, and we're going to stay there as we go into the weekend, and certainly nothing happening in terms of precip. Clear tonight, 64 for a low, light winds. Tomorrow, sunny, hot again, highs right around 100, 10 to 20 mile an hour winds tomorrow, so a little bit breezier. We stay 100 to 102 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, still in the mid-90s on Sunday. Then finally, Monday into Tuesday, we bring in temps 80s to near 90 and increase the chances of showers and thunderstorms.
Have you been waiting for years to get new windows? The incredible Renewal by Andersen Dog Days of Summer sale is here. Summer ends soon, winter is on the way. Renewal by Andersen's Dog Days of Summer sale is amazing. 20% off every window and door. No money down, no interest, no payments for 2 whole years. This is the only time of the year when Renewal by Andersen offers 24 months same as cash. Visit rbawyoming.com now. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation, and don't wait. This deal ends August 31st. 2 years, no payments. That's nothing to growl about. rbawyoming.com.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
The Butte County Fair kicked off on Saturday with the horse show at the fairgrounds in Hemmingford. The cool morning had several youth entered in competition. Ainsley Woltman and Oki took home champion in intermediate showmanship and overall reserve. She tells us more on her horse and getting ready for the competitions.
He is 24 years old. He's an American quarter horse. Well, we've been working on trotting a lot, setting up, just basic stuff like that, really.
In the senior showmanship division, Jada Myring took home champion and overall champion. She talks about how her and Dolly make a good team.
She's 15 years old. I've had her for, since I was like 8. And I just did showmanship on her, and that's kind of her specialty. That's the thing we've always done really well at together. And it's something we've actually worked really hard for, because when I first got her, she was only 6 years old, and she was kind of like not as good at it as she does now. And through the years, she's gotten a lot better, and that's kind of our thing we're good at now is showmanship. I mean, we've done it for a long time now, so we've gotten our groove and kind of know like how she works, and so I kind of know all her quirks and everything. So it's turned into a lot of fun.
The duo competed again in the trail class, but Myring had other horses at the event she used throughout the competitions. The Butte County Fair will host Family Night tonight from 5 to 9. There will be face painting, bubbles, a bounce house, food, a glow run, and more.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Well, let's take a look at what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
The Skyview Drive-In is a new take on an old theme. It's the perfect place to see beautiful sunsets and films that the whole family can enjoy. The historic Midwest Theater has been bringing us together for a long time. The Skyview Drive-In is another part of the Midwest Theater's commitment to this community. The Midwest Theater and Skyview Drive-In Theater. It doesn't matter how you get there, just get there.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, businesses in Mitchell, Scottsbluff, Gering, and Morrill have been participating in the Downtown Window Decorating Contest to commemorate Old West Balloon Fest 2022. Judges were picked from a neighboring county to judge the windows and displays, going to each participating business storefronts in the communities to judge. Winners announced in the 3 juried categories were Indulgence Hair Salon of Scottsbluff, awarded with Most Hot Air Balloon Thematic Window. Infinite Medical Spa of Gering was awarded Most Host Community Themed. And Best Creative Display went to the Gering Police and City of Gering. Platte Valley Companies of Gering received an honorable mention for their storefront as well. Residents and visitors are encouraged to tour the downtown areas of Mitchell, Morrill, Gering, and Scottsbluff over the course of the week to view the numerous window displays and congratulate the winners and all participating businesses in the contest. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.